Welcome to CB Radio Show and Tell. My name is Jerry and I hope you're having a good day today. So here's the deal. I'm hosting this show about 458 Thundercat out of Georgia. All right, so here's the deal. He gave me so much information. I'm going to be glancing down at the notes so you can hear the correct stuff. All right, so basically this dude is all in the CB stuff. I talked to him about a year ago. And a year ago, he was kind of stumbling through some stuff, and I gave him a little advice, and he went bonkers. All right, so here's the deal. He likes these little Uniden radios. I'm going to show you a picture of it here, and I have to glance down because I'm looking at what you're looking at while I pop it up here. So he's got these little Uniden base stations. He likes them a lot. He likes them so much, he bought 2 of them. And we've all been there with that. We find a radio we really like, and bang. I can relate. Because the 29 GTL and the 29 LTDs, I don't know how many of those I bought, but they're outstanding. And if you like it and that's your thing, cool. All right, so basically we're going to look at a picture of his CB room right here. I'm going to pop it up. And you can see he's got cool meters. He's got little antennas on top of the shelf. He's got, looks like 2 Cobra 2000s, but it could be a 1000 and a 2000. I didn't get any info on that, so I'll have to get back with you in the comments. And maybe he can put in the comments if that's 2 2000s or 1000 and a 2000. I forgot. He didn't tell me enough to let me know. You can see he's got a bunch of static hand mics, and he's all in. Look at this dude's setup. He's got it. Everything's mounted on the shelves, and it looks really good. He's got little lights around the top, and he dressed up his room pretty cool there. So thumbs up on that. All right. So I asked him. I says, I said, tell me something that you bought that's really good and really loud. And he says, dude, I had a mobile. And my mobile was a 2950DX. The 2950DX is a pretty cool radio. I haven't had much luck with it, but he swears by it. And he said he had a Galaxy 400 amp behind it, and he was hitting a Wilson antenna. He says he got out, and it was really loud. So that's pretty cool. A pretty nice setup. I think a lot of people can relate with that. That 2950 gets out on DX. I just had bad luck with that radio. A lot of people swear by that 2950. And one day maybe I'll get a good one, but so far I'm 0 for 3. So, all right. So I asked him, I says, tell me something that you've had for a while. And he says, dude, I got a Shakespeare Big Stick that was my grandfather's that I still got up. I got it hanging outside. It's up. And I just keep it as like a memento for my grandfather. And that's pretty cool because I can relate because I keep sentimental stuff too. So he's showing me some pictures. I'm looking down here and you can see he's got a giant trench where he buried his coax and he sealed it in PCV. I did that. That's a nightmare job. I did mine with sprinkler tube. He did his with PCV. I think this PCV would have been an easier way to do it. If I ever do this again, I'm going your route, Cory. I'm doing it with PCV because sprinkler tubing was a nightmare to try to feed all that coax through there. Ugh, what a pain. All right, he's running a Mako 5/8 antenna. You'll see a picture of that here. It's really sharp. He says it's really good. I had one. I didn't have much luck with it. I think the wind didn't like it too much, and kaplooey, that was it for mine. He's also a fan of the 880 Uniden Bearcat. I've never had one of these radios, but I'm sure some of you cats out there have. And if you do, put a comment below and see if everybody pretty much agrees that that's a good radio. I hear them out there. I just never had one. So comments below. Put your comment down there and let me know if you've got one. And you can see he's got pictures of more equipment where he's had it laid out different ways. I'm going to put those pictures here. Then you can see his tower where he's got it up in the sky there. Pretty cool picture. That's pretty cool. And he's got his desk in the next picture where it's all laid out. I says, dude, what's your favorite base station, man? Well, tell me what your favorite one is. Another Cobra 2000 fan. I swear, if they still made that radio, they'd still be selling that radio. That radio is a fan favorite for a lot of people. And then you got the diehard guys that hate it because it's so mainstream. But I like it. All right, so we're going to go to the next picture here, and he's got the background where it's got green lights in it, and it looks really cool. At some point, I would like to put LEDs in my room, but I haven't had any time. I work all the time. That's what happens. You don't get to do what you want because you're working. So get back to work after you're done watching this video, guys. All right, so basically I asked him, I said, dude, what's your favorite mobile? What are you running? What's the favorite? He says, man, the 980 Uniden. Now, I know a couple guys that have had those, and they swear by them. And then I had a couple guys on the group that said they got them, and they were awful. So another one for the comments. If you've got a 980 Uniden, and it's good or bad, let us know down in the comments so we know, all right, the majority is good or the majority is bad. I would like to think that it would be a good radio, but you never know. All right, so we look, and I brought a video out a long time ago on Facebook in our group about how to store your mics and stuff like that. And Cory took it to a new level. He's got them hanging on a little thing on a door, and it looks cool because they're not tangled. And we all know when you get those mics in the box and you go to pull them apart, it's terrible. So he said, hey, dude, the next piece I'm buying is this voice changer thing, the box, the voice, what was it? It's the RCI, he's got a picture of it here. It's the Noise EQ Gate 6-pin. All right, so this is another one of those where I've never had one of these and I can't really comment on it. So I would say ask him because he's getting it and he'll know. And then maybe somebody in your area's got one, but I haven't heard anybody on one of those, so I don't know if the Galaxy box is any good or not. He's got me some pictures of his tower that are here and, of course, the on-air light. The tower looks pretty good. I forgot how tall it was. He told me. And it looks pretty big. You have a pretty nice looking setup you got there going, Cory. And then this is the worst job ever, digging the trench for your tower coax. It's just not fun. You're not going to enjoy digging the trench. It doesn't look like you had to go very far, which is cool because I did mine and it's about 150 feet and it was no fun task. But he said it wasn't too bad and got to take his word because he's the one that did it. All right, so I said, dude, where's the favorite skip? Where's your favorite one that you ever talked to? And no, it wasn't me this time. Thank God. Finally somebody that didn't put me down for the answer on this one. He said it was going to skip from Georgia to Canada. And that's a pretty good trip. I just don't know what part of Canada because he didn't tell me. He just said Canada. So we're going to hope that it's way up there by Alaska. Somewhere, I'm going to do this. I'm going to point to the right side this time. I'm way up there by Canada. And let's hope it was up by Alaska, somewhere far away. All right, so I said, dude, give me one terrible product. Something that's so awful that you would never advise somebody to buy this product. And he said it's the Cobra 19DX, the Walmart version. Walmart, you need to step up your game and get something better than the 19DX in your sales section. Walmart, I like your store. But the Cobra section with the DX at 19 is a sad excuse for a radio. And then he said that the Little Willie was a bad antenna. He said he didn't have much luck with the Little Willie either. Little Willie, I've had good and bad. It's a good loaner antenna. When somebody's going on a trip and they just need a little setup to go, I give them a GE 5813B and I give them a Little Willie antenna. It works. They can talk a couple miles, and they're happy. They can hear where the cops are at, and then they can get the traffic wherever they're stuck. And it's a good little setup for that. Other than that, that's not a mall dropping system. So here's go. This is he's got another picture of his cool mic setup. And he's got his mobile setup with the little RM Italy amp. He said the little RM Italy amp works good, and it looks cool the way he's got it mounted sideways. At least he can access it while he's driving because that's a problem. When you're driving and you can't access the switches and that, I've got my box hidden in the back of the truck, and it's not accessible. And I can tell you that's a pain because when it's cold winter day and I want to use my amp, I got to get out, open the door, flip this, do that. Ugh, what a pain. But he's got it right out there in the open, so good job, Cory. It looks good. All right, so basically, that's Cory's setup. We got a picture of him up on top of a tower here. I don't climb towers. Man, mine's on a pivot. And if I can't lower it down to me, I'm not going to the top. Plus, it's a crank up, so all I need is the cable to break, and yeah, terrible. All right, so anyway, so here's the deal. Here's another picture of his setup. He's got it all laid out with the red background and the green lights, and it looks really cool. You can tell this guy really likes the hobby. He sent me a picture of the 4999 Wilson trucker antenna. I'm pretty sure that's what he's running. And his 880, he had it on his Dakota, The Dakota's in the picture. He told me he had it on the Dakota, and that's where he had the Galaxy, and everything was cool with it. So I basically, oh, there's a picture for you guys. He's got his stuff loaded like a Christmas tree. I don't know how many of you have wanted to do this, but I did. And he's got his lights going all the way up and down there. It's pretty cool, man. And he sent me a bunch of pictures on this Shakespeare stuff, and I think that's about it. He's got a really nice setup. I think Cory's got a pretty cool setup. You guys post down in the comments below what you think of his setup. And I'm going to show you some highlights of the group in CB Radio Show and Tell on Facebook right now. I'm going to show you some of the cool pictures that people submitted on the CB Radio Show and Tell Facebook. If you get a chance, join us on Facebook, CB Radio Show and Tell. Otherwise than that, thanks for making this day special, and have a great day. I hope to see you guys again next time, and be cool.